Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today you join me from Thetford and specifically Nuns Bridges. Now this is an area rich in history. You can trace its way back to sort of 3,000 years ago is what I was reading just on the sign earlier. Now the reason I'm actually in this area is this is kind of where I started off my wildlife photography journey. This area, I was based just down the road at RAF Barnum, and this was an area that I thought would be pretty cool to explore when I started out. Now, as I've become a bit of a kind of a wildlife snob, I've been ignoring the kind of subjects that I started off with photographing, and really with the fact that I've been out of the game in a way for so long, I thought coming here would be a good way to sort of get back to my roots and perhaps show you some of the places that I started off when I started wildlife photography. Now, it's quite an urban setting, which is quite handy because a lot of the animals are a little bit more used to people in comparison to where I actually live. And already I've seen Egyptian geese, all manner of geese in fact, swans, coots, moorhens, muntjac deer, squirrels. I've actually got a picture of a muntjac deer, a swan, a squirrel, ducks, all in the same photograph, which was pretty cool. So yeah, really I'm just out exploring, reacquainting myself even with this area. I'm quite happy with some of the pictures that I've got. I'll leave them up in a second. And yeah, for the rest of the video, I'm going to sort of take you to some of these really beautiful places. After this, I'm going to pop back to the van and have a little bite to eat. And then I'm going to take you to a river that sort of leads almost to RAF Barnum. And it's absolutely beautiful. And then after that, if there's time, I might even take you to the place where my wildlife photography started. See you in a bit. So I was about to head back to the van when I just saw a sign for the BTO, the British Trust for Ornithology. So I thought I'd quickly pop in and sort of pay a visit. Then I realised that on the sign there was basically a nature reserve right sort of next to it called Nunnery Bridge Nature Reserve. And I remember years ago trying to find it, but for some reason I didn't. So yeah, I'm now here. I've actually found it, so yeah, that's kind of sort of messed up my plans, but it's kind of a good thing. So yeah, just here there's a natural tunnel of hawthorn where apparently there's white-throat, black caps and redwing. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna take off this lens, switch to my telephoto and see what I can get. So excuse the mobile phone video, the audio and the video, but I did not know this existed in Thetford. Nunnery Bridges. This is beautiful. I've already seen a little egret, some cormorants. I think I saw a great white egret as well, but I can't be too sure. I think I saw a crested grebe, but it could actually have been the cormorants. But yeah, this is incredible. And shout out to my wife, who wants me to call the pension people. Bearing in mind I'm not getting out of the military for at least another 5 years. While I'm out shooting nature, what I want to do is make a load of noise and call people. Hello, wife. Yeah, let's carry on exploring. So I'm now back in the van. That was a really good afternoon. So obviously since leaving Nuns Bridges, I sort of went through the BTO and then explored sort of like Nunnery Bridge Nature Reserve, and it is absolutely remarkable. Obviously I flew my drone around, and when it's winter time, it almost feels like you're in a, one of those little remarkable places like Canada. Now, what we're quite guilty of, well, I'm quite guilty of, is I've come back from Scotland, and it's quite easy to ignore the beauty on your own doorstep. And I absolutely love Thetford. Thetford is I think it's an amazing town. What everyone says about it, I don't care. Thetford is incredible. Like I say, free parking. You've got amazing sort of nature in the town and outside of the town. It's just a beautiful place, and somewhere that, if you've never been to Norfolk before, I can absolutely recommend Thetford 100%. And like I said, Nuns Bridges and Nunnery Bridges, absolutely incredible. I do intend on going to the other side of the river at some point in the near future. But yeah, just what a remarkable time. I tried to get creative with my photography towards the end. Now, as wildlife photographers, we can be so guilty of just focusing on the remarkable animals, and I've been so guilty of that. And I sort of, towards the end, was getting my camera down low, just as close to the water as I could, and photographing the gulls and the geese. And a portrait photographer could probably make, a professional portrait photographer could probably make me look amazing. Now, going forwards, if I can't make a subject, no matter how common it is, look good, then I've failed as a photographer. So yeah, it's just about getting creative with the light that you've got, getting creative with the compositions, just being creative in general, trying to just work with what you got. And I think that's what today's really sort of been about. And like I said, this is where I kind of started, and it's just absolutely nice to be back. So yeah, going forwards, obviously I'm very much looking forward to getting the DJI Pocket 2. It's going to be absolutely invaluable, because I want to take you guys with me into the field, and I don't want to sort of do a piece to camera, shoot some wildlife, come back to the van and just be like, oh, I want you to be there. I want you to feel and see what I'm doing. I won't have to think like, oh, I need to say this, I need to say that. I can just do it, and it's going to be so small, tiny and light, and I can take it everywhere with me. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting that, and that's going to make these videos so much easier to film and so much more engaging for you guys to watch. But yeah, as always, it's great to be out. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but with the photography, it was absolutely brilliant. As wildlife photographers, especially myself, last year I had just a look on the computer the other day, and I probably had about maybe 12 images that I was actually happy with last year, and I barely took any. And I think, God, in 2018, 19, 20, you were getting some really, the bulk of my photos that I'm proud of come from 2018, 2019. So, it just shows the importance of getting out there day after day after day, and just doing what you can and practicing. And yeah, and it will come with time. But yeah, thank you very much for watching the video. If you have enjoyed it, please hit it with a thumbs up. It really does help a tiny channel like mine. Sharing it really helps help the algorithm and push my videos out, and obviously leaving your comments, they're always nice to read. So yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time.